Many students have generally come and asked me these kind of questions, that with online education and so much of free content, why do we need any professional qualification? Is it just because employers will trust me more if I have a degree? Because if I have the same knowledge and I can apply the same, maybe even better, but I don't have a degree, then it's a problem. It's such a valid statement, especially in India. Similarly, somebody said that, Elon Musk has said that you don't have to be a genius to go to Harvard, right? Because I didn't go to Harvard, but people who work for me did. And you feel that you don't need that kind of education. So for all of y'all who might be thinking this way, this message is for you. And before you go ahead, if any part of this message seems like something that you can relate to, or share it with somebody who you feel can relate to it, please like, subscribe, and share. By default, right, if you have that kind of self-confidence and the ability to be that self-motivated and driven, I would urge you to not let this video or anybody else tell you that you are not capable of something without a qualification. There are genuine, brilliant people in the world who have done exceptionally well, way better than most people with a degree. The only thing is, are you self-aware enough to know if you're one of them? So if you already know this, then this video is not for you. But if either you're not sure or you know you're not, then hear the rest of this out. So first is, there are certain people who need guidance for anything that has to be absorbed, imbibed, and learned. So that is the reason that education matters, because if you were supposed to, just learn a language, right? One is that if you're growing up and you're hearing people around you talk in, let's say, English, you're going to pick up English. But it might mean that you'll only pick up max to max what your surrounding is able to speak. You don't know anything beyond that. So if you're self-driven, you'll figure the rest out, but most of us will not probably bother. I think it'll apply to so many of us even today. So one point is, you need guidance most of the time. Second, the effort it takes to go out and learn something extra is a lot because it's not given to you in the form of a book, which you just have to complete chapter by chapter. And you know that once I'm done, I ideally should be able to master the subject. If it's unknown, there's no textbook, there's no playbook, you're going to have to continuously find out what else to learn, what next to absorb, and then hopefully become skilled at that. You might never know if you've reached the end, or there's always something to learn about that particular subject. So that's a second point, which leads me into the third point. Structured information is the key difference between somebody who is taught in an education institute versus somebody who self-learns. Having a structure takes a lot. Let's say I have to teach you all, when think about anything that you learn, think about the English language, right? There are people who just listen to words and understand over a period of time what they mean. But if you've come from, you've been studying in a school from day one, you first go through alphabets, then you go to words and sentences and so on and so forth with all the differences till the end, when you feel, okay, I've literally learned enough to call myself a master in English. But in the beginning, right, without your alphabets, without your words and just the basic understanding, you might not be as qualified or as well versed with English as somebody who's actually gone through that from start to end. So having structured information, it also makes it easier for us to absorb. Always information which is structured is created in a way, if it's a well-structured pedagogy, you would have learned that the first few things are made to introduce the concept. They are relatively simple. There are more basic examples which anybody in the beginning can learn, so that as you go in depth, it becomes maybe more complex, it goes more in depth. So having structured information not only helps you learn better, but you are assured that it covers majority of the aspects of that particular subject. You know that if you now go out, you will be able to easily categorize if something new you learn falls within that structure or not. And I remember reading somewhere that structured information helps us process the same problem by over 40%, which means if you've learned English just by listening to the people versus a step-by-step correct approach of learning English, the person who learns a step-by-step approach versus somebody who's just grown up listening to it phonetically, this person will get a 40% advantage. So having structured information is another crucial reason why it's important to study from basically academic institutions. This is also the reason why employers prefer finding somebody with a degree, because they know that person has gone through that grind. So if let's say you and me, right, you don't have a degree, but you're way smarter. I have gone through this whole process and I'm almost at your level. You are there above what I am without studying anything. But for an employer, right, he has to basically take a bet on you. He has to risk the fact that what he understood of you in an interview should hopefully overcome somebody with a degree. And that's why most employers prefer going for the safe route, because while all of us want to give more and more people chances, there is a chance that that might go wrong more easily than somebody who comes from I won't say educated, but from a background with higher education degrees on their CV. So this is the reason why we've seen that employers, according to us, at least, according to Zell, why people do hire people with qualifications, with degrees, over the super smart ones who have to really prove themselves before they're actually taken at the level of the groups with degrees and qualifications.